Hey guys, Darth Lurker back with part 1 of our brand new playthrough. We will be doing the next class story on Star Wars The Old Republic. I did end up officially deciding that we will be doing this. So we will be hopping onto our next one, which is going to be the Jedi Consular. Now, normally I would do a Sage because, you know, that's just normally how what I prefer. However, I had some thoughts. Firstly, the first thought I had is looking at the Sith side here. Is we did the Sith Sorcerer, because of course it is my favorite class to play. Now, that being said, it occurred to me for the Jedi side that now there's been no representative of the other side, so we will be doing the Jedi Shadow. Now, the Jedi Shadow is different, because the Jedi Shadow wields a double-bladed lightsaber. Shadows embrace the synergy between melee and force combat, enabling them to strike down their enemies of the Order with deadly efficiency. So what it is, it's actually like a kind of a mix between the Consular and the Knight. It's kind of funny that it's kind of similar to a Sentinel, which is the double, dual sabers. It's kind of similar to them, but it sort of also kind of has some of the abilities of the Sage. So I figured it would be fun to represent this side because we didn't do the Assassin on the Sith side, so I figured it would be funner to do the Shadow. And the play style is very different. How you engage enemies and stuff is much different, so I think that'll be fun. So we will be doing the Assassin. Now not the Assassin, the Shadow, and I just wanted to double check that I clicked on the right one. Anyway, okay, now as far as race goes, I actually think we're going to be doing the Miraluka. Miraluka they're blind. Born without eyes, the near-human Miraluka possess the unusual ability to see with the Force, viewing all of the galaxy by how the Force moves through it. So, my idea behind this is that the Miraluka, they obviously see by the Force. So I thought it would be cool it makes sense to do them with one of the Jedi or Sith classes, just because they're all Force users. And I figured that it wouldn't make very much sense. It wouldn't make almost any sense at all, technically, to do the Miraluka with anything else. You know what I mean? Like to select the Miraluka and then be a trooper. You know what I mean? So I figured it makes the most sense. So if we're gonna do it, now's the time. The other actually really funny thing, we're gonna be a guy.
The word of myself and my order.
That is what blows me away right now, is we will be a dude. And the reason why is because I did look at the romance options beforehand. And the problem is that the options aren't the romance options are limited, okay? So the reason that we're doing this is because we're a Shadow. I don't really expect us to be the giantest, most scariest person you ever saw. So either actually, I like 2, because you are taller than... You're not the shortest, tiniest person, but you're also not, this guy. So I'm thinking we'll do maybe either this... Yeah, that one's kind of scrawny. Yeah, okay, let's go with 2. Anywho, but I've totally forgot what I was saying here. But, yeah, so the reason we're going to be a guy is because the romance options are very limited, right? And so because of how limited the romance options are, we had to choose a little bit carefully, because the romance options for the females I don't really remember the specific guy very much that you can romance, but my gut told me that wasn't going to be incredibly exciting. So instead, we're going to be a guy, because the romance option for the guys is much better. So we will be going with that. The other surprising thing is how we're going to be playing this character, is our roleplay. Our roleplay is different than you might expect. Anywho, so a lot of it doesn't matter because we're not going to see... Actually, first thing we've got to do is change the mask, because that actually... I did have some ideas as to what I wanted the mask to look like here. Not the shades. Let's see. I think 5 is probably the best one. 6 is much more futuristic. But 7's not terrible. See, this one, I can never choose this on a guy, ever. Because this is, I'm pretty sure, if memory serves, I think this is the same one that Visas, my favorite companion from Knights of the Old Republic 2, has. And so I can't wear that. I can't wear it on a guy. That cannot happen. So this one it's either this one or it's going to be probably 5. Now, we could do the shades, but it just looks kind of derpy and goofy to me.
On the word of myself and my order.
See, it's like Claude, but like the little hang-off things kind of... I don't love those so much.
Jedi way is to serve.
I think we're just going to go with what I'm most comfortable with. Because this makes the most sense, right? It's probably just a cloth, you know? Anyway, so now that we have that, now some of it might make a difference. But, scars is probably not. I don't really think it matters too much. Now, the one thing we need to do is hair. I wanted to see what this... Okay, it was just those and that one. Okay. So, one cool thing about being a dude is we actually might have... we actually can maybe make myself wear a hood, and it might actually be cool.
The Force will guide me.
What was that? Okay. Let's see here. Just this like crazy aggressive mohawk. Something pretty like low key would be okay. So I don't love the bald look with that one. Let's see. This says like assassin thug, which is to me something normal like
the Force will guide me.
I mean, it's kind of slicked back, which is not the greatest thing. I don't know, kids. So anyway, is how we're going to play this character. See, I don't love the little point thing. It's a very modern look, and it's just not my style. My style, shave your head. That's what I always do. My hair is always really short because I shave it. And I shave it myself too, fun fact. See, I actually really like the long-haired look, like this one, but wearing a hood will be difficult. Because I thought if I want to wear a hood, I could get away with it. The only thing I can say, okay, it's slicked back. Maybe I can make it work. So we'll see, but I like this hair. So we're probably going to go with 17. Because this is, again, that little in the front is just too modern. And I don't like it. This one's aggressive, but it's not that bad, actually. This one...
On the word of myself and my order.
The ponytail on the back isn't bad just because you're a Jedi, but I think 17 is the best. Okay, let's go with that. Now, hair color... let's see. I almost think I liked where it was at, but let's see. Problem is, it's so hard to tell when you're so completely colorblind. It was way over here. There we go. I think it was this one.
The Jedi way is to serve.
Now, we could go with black, which is 10.
May the Force be with you.
Black is kind of cool. The brown's not bad. Maybe we'll go with brown.
May the Force be with you.
It's different than what I normally do. Okay, anyway, so how we're going to play this character is going to be different. We are actually going to be light side. I know, it's incredible. So, I was thinking about roleplay. My initial idea is, obviously it's no secret, I'm a dark side player. I always play dark no matter what class I'm doing, etc., etc. Okay, well, the dark side for the consular sucks. You're just more like a jerk. Like, because I did research beforehand, and everything is just not good. It's just not good. The roleplay is impossible to do dark side with any kind of other, because the only roleplay that it would allow for, like story dialogue wise, is I'm a jerk. And there's a few options that are more dark, like for being dark, but there's no roleplay I could think of that would hold it together really well, and we ran into the same problem with the Knight, where with the Knight, the roleplay also struggled, because I couldn't make it work. I couldn't find a good in-between. It was really hard to make anything happen, and it was kind of discoherent, and I had to, like, sort of piece together our roleplay, and it wasn't as good as I would have liked, and so it makes more sense to know what you're going to do beforehand, or have a better idea of the class. And the fact is, I am the least familiar with the Knight and the Consular because I play them the least, and so I am least familiar with them because they're Jedi and I'm not a Jedi player. So, but anyway, not the point. So, my idea with this one is we are actually going to be a light side Jedi. But the difference is we are going to be closer to a gray Jedi. So we are going to still fight for the Republic. We're still going to be light side. We're still going to be, where we're still saving people's lives and stuff. But what I'm thinking is kind of a cross between like a dark Jedi and like a warrior Jedi, where you don't agree with like the pacifist portion of the Jedi code, or you know what I mean, of how the Jedi tend to just talk a lot. You're a Jedi of action. You want to go. You want to fight. You want to do stuff. You still agree with the code. You still see how it's all wise and great and holy or whatever, but you are more of a warrior / combination of a dark, not a dark Jedi, but a gray Jedi and like a normal Jedi warrior. So that's how we're going to get away with doing some dark side things, because the role play is that you do think that we should be warriors and we should be fighting for the Republic and not so pacifist. So we're still going to be light side. We're still going to be good guys. We'll still save people and be doing all the good stuff or whatever. But there is some dark side options that are gonna come up that we're going to select because we are playing in character. So, as far as names goes, I already had one selected. I'm hoping it works. Yes! Darius Ikeda. Ikeda. I think it's Ikeda. Darius Ikeda. Anyway, but it's kind of funny. It's one of the names from the fantasy story that I mention occasionally. So that's where I get my names, in case you were wondering. Anyway, Jedi Consular, and as a Jedi Shadow. How very exciting. And a guy. Literally never been a guy with this class before. Star Wars. But it's funny, I've actually never been a dude, a male Consular. Ever. It's never happened. So that's pretty cool. And a Shadow, I've only been a Shadow once. So that's also pretty fun. Anyway, Prologue, the Jedi Consular. Dun 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 dun. I gotta wait for about 3 lines. Okay. Evil threatens to consume the galaxy. The Sith Empire's relentless assault destroyed the Jedi Temple and drove the Republic's defenders into exile during the last war. Wait for it. A fragile peace has been negotiated, and the Jedi have returned to their long-abandoned homeworld of Tython to regroup and investigate their ancient origins. Now, a wise young Padawan travels to Tython's mountain ruins on a perilous quest to complete the Jedi trials and master the mysteries of the Force. But yeah, so it will be fun for me too, because I've been a Shadow / assassin, depending on which side you're talking about. I've only been a Shadow once, and I've only been an assassin once, and so because I much prefer the other ones, but they actually both are really cool. Like how they're built differently. It does not feel the same. So it's fun because you get a double-bladed lightsaber, which is really cool. But on top of that, on top of the double-bladed lightsaber, you also get your play style is different. The Shadow and the Assassin strike from stealth. And so there is a lot of like going into stealth and then approaching your enemies and deciding who to attack first, basically. And there's a lot of abilities that can only be activated from stealth. And so how I build the class is going to, like, where I put my abilities is going to be weird. It'll take a little getting used to because, again, I don't do it all the time. I've only done this once before, so I don't really have a set system ironed out as much. I have a basic system that I always do, like a ground pound ability is always on 5, or, you know, that type of stuff. So I have a basic idea of what I'll do, but mostly we'll just kind of have to see what happens. But anyway, I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. It'll be different for me, especially playing as a light side character. That'll be an experience. But anyway, that'll be different. I hope you guys can look forward to it as well. I'm a little nervous because, again, I can count on one hand the amount of times I've played light side. I think I played light side twice, like period. Like with any Jedi or class. I think I've only ever done real light side twice, I think. So this will be different for me too. But anyway, I'll stop interrupting your guys' cutscene. I just wanted to set up our character, so I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too.
Ah, Padawan. I heard your shuttle arriving. I am Master C.O. Bakard of the Jedi Council. Welcome to Tython. This is the ancestral home of our order, where the Jedi first came to be, and where our most promising Padawans complete their training.
A chance to see where the first Jedi walked, train where they trained. It's quite an honor.
So eager. You and your new master should get along nicely. Your instructors tell me that even in childhood you had a remarkable connection to the Force. We haven't seen such power in decades. I was hoping your new master would be here. Yuan left her dig site and is returning to Tython specifically to train you.
Is Master Yuan an archaeologist?
In a way. As you become her Padawan, never forget your initial training, nor the Jedi Code. There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force. This is... Yuan, I was beginning to worry.
So you've arrived safely, my Padawan. I'm sorry I can't greet you properly, but we already have a crisis on our hands.
I'm at your service, Master.
Tython is a treasure trove of ancient Jedi relics. Recently, our researchers uncovered several teaching holograms, but they've not been fully studied. These holograms may be records of the founders of the Jedi Order. They're absolutely irreplaceable. But a large group of flesh raiders has begun rampaging through that region. Those priceless holograms are in danger.
Is there a way to protect the holograms?
Someone must slip past the flesh raiders to recover these holograms' projectors. I intend this to be the first task of your training.
No, Yuan, you can't risk a Padawan against flesh raiders, even for such important artifacts.
A Padawan who was stronger in the Force at 4 years old than I was at 15? Gifted students need greater challenges.
So I must recover these holograms and watch for flesh raiders. Where should I begin?
The holograms are in the Gnarls. Be vigilant. That region has dangers of its own. If you encounter any difficulties, contact me on this holocommunicator. When you have the holograms, meet me at the Jedi Temple. We have much to discuss.
Alrighty, there we go. So, first we got to get my... Oh, not that. Although, actually, while we're here... there we go. Apply. That's the first thing we needed to do. But yeah, it'll be different for me, having to be light side. What's actually really funny is I'm having to, like, chant to myself, be nice, be polite, be nice, be polite. Just because it's not habit. It's not habit to, like, play like an actual nice person. There we go. Anyway, so it's different. The other interesting thing is originally I actually had to double check to make sure. I was like, alright, dark side. Boop. But, like, nope, I'm playing as a light side character. It's just never gonna not be weird to me. But anyway... yeah, it's just that's just have to remind myself of that. But anyway, and so yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to. So when I was making my character, I wanted to give them facial hair. I thought giving him like a goatee would look really cool. However, I am pretty sure, so either I missed it, which I don't think I did. So either I missed it, which I don't think so, or I'm pretty sure the Mir Luca can't have facial hair just because of the mask. Like in game, I don't know if they really. I'm assuming they probably really can in the lore, probably. But anyway, I don't think that they. I don't think that in game they can have like facial hair and stuff. If I am understanding correctly. Anyway, a couple things we have to change in here as well. Put on my flare so people don't think I'm part of the riffraff. Obviously. Close that. Okay, anything else I needed to do? I guess we'll pick up this mission, and then we will go through our mail, which is going to have to happen. Now, a couple of things so if you guys remember, for once we went through the Korriban with our Inquisitor, we did it differently than we did the first time. Now, when we went through with Gloric, we looked at everything. Every dialogue we sat through, we talked about, that type of thing. Well, this time through, it's going to be a little different. So, just like with our sorcerer, we're not going to sit through all the dialogues. We're going to blow through it because you guys already saw it. So it's like our choices will be different, and I will have to watch our dialogue. So to do it kind of how we would probably do it. But even if we mess up, it's not that big a deal because we're not hanging out. So we're going to do the same thing with Tython, because this is the second time we've seen the planet. So with any first time we see a planet, I will look at everything, take my time, that type of thing. But once we've seen the planet, like with Korriban and Tython, and then later once we get to the other two, like Hutta and Ord Mantell and stuff, the first time through with the planets, we'll look at everything. The second time, we'll blow through it. So it'll be the same thing with this. So I'm not going to sit through this bro's dialogue.
I don't want it. Come here.
Because again, we already saw it.
I always expected my norm.
It's just weird to see myself as a dude.
Master Yuan mentioned the natives.
Anyway, blah, 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 blah.
Just let me know what's required. I've got it.
There we go. Alright. So, other thing we gotta do is we got to go to the mailbox, because there's lots of things to pick up. And with the first planet, we'll be doing pretty much most everything to get to where the levels need to be. To get to where our levels need to be. So, but that's pretty standard. I pretty much always do that. I'm kind of tempted to pick that up. Just because otherwise you get... Well, I suppose otherwise it's not that big a deal. Alright, I guess we'll leave it for now. I was thinking about our first companion and whether I wanted to use that one instead, but considering I'm actually playing a light side character for once, that actually might not be that big a deal. We can leave that. We can leave that. We can take that, I suppose. We don't need the swoop yet. Don't need blasters at all. I do want that little atomic. That one doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I want that. We don't need the pilot suits. The companion, of course, we don't have access to yet. Special Forces armor set. We don't need that either. Okay. So let's go ahead and start redeeming some of this stuff. Just slowly pick up these things. Title, Galactic Defender, the Illustrious. Let's go ahead and activate my little petaroos. Now let's go ahead and just for... actually, we gotta go to collections. We're gonna go to pets. Go to the stuff we own and pull my little lizard. At some point, I would love to pull like a lot of this other stuff, but like a lot of them, of course, are the stuff that I already have right now. But some of them, like this one or this one, these ones are stuff that I don't actually have access to, just because I bought them at some point. But Now, abilities-wise, we'd go to pets, and should we pull our lizard out, or we should use something different, like the little defender droid? Maybe just for excitement's sake, we'll pull my little defender droid out, just for now. And then the other thing I wanted, not random pet, quick travel, that's something we're going to need for sure. Sense Force Alignment is the social ability, I guess we'll put that down there. There we go. Okay, I feel better about all of that. And I think that's everything I needed out of there. Okay, let's activate this. Hey. Then we gotta activate one of my titles. It's called the Illustrious, because it's fancy. Okay, perfect. Well, let's get moving, shall we, kids? I'm excited and also kind of nervous because, like, I mean, not nervous. I just like it just feels weird. Like that. I guess that's much more accurate. It just feels weird. Is that I'm like a melee character suddenly, and like. Pretty weird. Although, as a little, something that is fun is because we are a melee character. I mean, suddenly, part of that, part of the fun here is the fact that we will I'm completely losing my train of thought. But yeah, so everything it's gonna feel different. Our engagements will be different. How we approach our enemies will be different. It'll all be new and exciting, and I think that that's fun. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So our armor choice should, to some degree, reflect what our new choices of being light side, of being a Jedi Shadow, that type of thing. I think so. Our armor choices will reflect that. My goal is to not double up on anything. So my goal is to use like armor. Sorry, my goal is to use armor that's different looking. I don't want to use like the white armor with like the robe that I gave to our Jedi Knight. I don't want to use that this time. That type of thing. My goal is to have something different for everybody. I might even have an idea of what we're going to equip him with already, just because you guys haven't seen it yet. It's another one of the armors that I always have access to, but but you guys haven't seen that yet. So anyway, really quick, we got to choose here. So we have three options. We have kinetic combat, which is the tank, because there is actually a tank class for the Shadow, which is actually an interesting thing. But you have kinetic combat, you have infiltration. And then you have Serenity. Now, if memory serves, I think I chose Serenity the only other time I did this. Because a tank wouldn't be that bad. And what does that give you? Kinetic damage to the target, consumes 40 force over the duration, slows the movement speed of the target, stuns weak enemies, can be channeled while moving. A kinetic ward, 15 charges, increase your shield chance by 15%. Slows the passage of time for 8 targets, kinetic damage. So this is just keeping yourself alive, essentially. Vaulting slash, lash the target with an acrobatic strike. Weapon damage only usable in stealth within 15 seconds of performing a critical strike. Requires double-bladed lightsaber, electro staff. Replaces double strike, okay. Clairvoyant strike. Strikes the target twice, dealing X weapon damage with each hit. Each use of this ability, it builds clairvoyance, which gives project a 50% chance to automatically trigger your shadow technique off of its normal rate limit. Stacks up to 2 times, requires a double-bladed staff. slashes the target low, dealing weapon damage, incapacitating the target. And then Kinetic Blast with the kinetic power of the Force. Okay, then you have Serenity, which is deals and redistributes life from affected targets to heal you by 10% of the damage dealt. Strikes up to 8 targets within a 5-meter radius. That sounds funny. Squelches the target with Mighty Force, dealing X kinetic damage initially, plus an additional kinetic damage over 6 seconds. Also becomes vulnerable for 45 seconds. Increases damage taken by force attacks by 5%. Replaces Project. Oh, interesting. Okay, weakens the target, freezing it in place for 2 seconds and dealing X internal damage over 18 seconds. The following of the immobilizing effect cannot occur more than every 9 seconds. And then Serenity Strike redistributes life from an enemy, dealing... Yeah, I like a Serenity. That's why I chose it initially. A lot of these abilities heal me while I'm attacking them. So we're definitely going to go with Serenity, because that's awesome. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and get started.
Activation protocol begins. So, after the long silence, finally someone comes. I am Garanjard. Millennia ago, I stood as a founder of the Jedi Order.
There are flesh raiders in the area. Your holoprojector's at risk. I'm here to save it.
To protect without fighting. A trait I wanted at the core of our beliefs. The Jedi may have changed, but galactic peace has always remained one of our goals. Activation protocol complete. Go well.
There we go. There's the first holoprojector. And while we're out here, we should grab some of these cages here. Do it away from everybody else, because just like in real life, I avoid people at all costs. Or maybe at all costs is a little aggressive, but still, you don't deal with people unnecessarily. That much is definitely true. You're free, little Padawan. Oh, well, we might as well activate this. Dead. 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 You know, it'll be much more impressive when this staff is a lightsaber and much longer. Let me just top off our health here. Ah, there's one. It's like just spamming it. Like, please do this quickly. Because if you don't, some player might steal it, and we have seen that before. Filthy scumbags. Go. There's 3. Let's see. I really should keep an eye on our actual main objective, so we should definitely go this way first. It makes the most sense. Alright.
Activation protocol begins. Ah, another has come to listen. When the Jedi Order was founded, I, Calabryn, said we should devote ourselves to justice. True justice cannot be driven by emotion. We Jedi can set our passions aside and seek the truth without fear or favor.
The projector for this hologram is in danger. I'm here to recover it.
Then do what is needed. That too is part of justice. Activation protocol complete.
I'm not going to get into a moral moral debate with this hologram, okay? Just grab the hologram, just grab the projector, okay? It's like I'm not going to get into this debate with you, little hologram. Pop off my health here. Alright. More or less, I'm kind of just trying to work towards our objectives while also getting what I need. But actually, we should go to the Padawans, you know, the missing students first. But we have to make sure we get our bonus objective. So I guess we'll go ahead and go to that first. Boop. There we go. Pop off the health. Go to this one. There's another one. Oh man, we got all kinds of options over here. It's too bad that we're 15 miles away from our side objective. You know, what are you gonna do? Level 3. What? Is there another one? Oh. Filthy coward, what are you hiding all the way over here for? It's like looking around as he's just shooting me. It's like, I don't understand what's happening. Alright, 5 of 6. Now, usually... Well, while we're here, I guess we might as well grab that objective. Because our story objective is literally right here. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab this, and then I guess we'll go towards the students, maybe.
Activation protocol begins. A new Jedi comes to learn. Excellent. Excellent. I am Ter Senden, Keeper of the Histories, a founder and chronicler of the Jedi Order. I saw us becoming guardians of knowledge and secrets. We Jedi would safeguard the wisdom of the galaxy.
I've come to retrieve the projector for your hologram. It's in danger of being destroyed by flesh raiders.
Saving what could be lost forever. My thanks. Activation protocol complete.
Okay, there's the third one. Alright, now I guess, even though we're closer to that, I guess we'll head towards this one, because otherwise, well, we could go here and then bounce to it, I guess, because we are closer to it, so, I mean, it's right there, so I guess we just will do that. Alright, we're good. Falls in the water. I can't swim! Like, relax, it's like ankle deep. I still can't swim! I've accidentally aggroed some cats. Just like in real life. What? You have a problem with cats in real life? Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, honestly, I assumed you were coming over here. Well, if you're not gonna take him, I certainly will. I'm still learning the abilities. It takes just a second. Hey, there's our bonus objective. Okay, now that we have that, now we can go ahead and hit this one, and then we will grab to the little side objective over yonder, and then that will be good. I feel like that's probably an okay way to handle that. You try to activate the hologram, but nothing happens. On closer examination, the holoprojector has been carefully pried from its base and removed.
Master Yuan, I've encountered a problem. One of the holoprojectors has been stolen.
Stolen? But the flesh raiders don't steal, they destroy. I'll look into this. If you have the other holograms, come and meet me at the Jedi Temple. I'm sending you directions now. And please, Padawan, be careful.
Oh, don't you worry. I will. Hup. Alright. You know, I was actually thinking about it. I do think we're actually going to switch that defender droid for the, for my lizard. Because the difference between the two is the defender droid doesn't do anything. He doesn't, like, yell. He doesn't, like, cackle. He doesn't beep. He just exists. And, like, that's not fun. And so I'm going to get my little lizard. Because at least the lizard will laugh. You can hear him laughing over things. It's fun. Just like how the mouse droid, like, does his little whistle. He's so cute. That's why we were definitely going to go with my lizard. Because at least he makes noise. To remind you he's a thing. And the lizard's fun, because he just, like, cackles mischievously as you're just bopping along. It's fun. Okay, so it's over here, actually. It'd probably be easier to go around this tree rather than try to fight my way there. Or, like, climb cliffs. This is not Skyrim. That's not how this works. Just heal it. And there. That's fine. Put it back. There we go. Okay, continue on our way here. There we go. Wrap around the corner. Hello, Flesh Raider scumbags. I'm here to kill you. I mean, I'm here to save people. Yeah, I'm not a good Jedi, okay? Like, it's just funny. Like, I have to remind myself we're being a genuinely good person. Just genuinely be nice. Because it's not my natural state. I can assure you that. I am definitely naturally much more of a Sith, for sure. That's the reason I do it all the time, because it makes the most sense to me, and it's what I always do. So it's just funny that that now I have to like be a good person. Anyway, so just like with this, I'm gonna tell him to go back to the temple and stuff, because
You're talking about the Flesh Raiders?
They're hiding.
blah 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 blah.
I thought you didn't have combat training. The Masters wanted you out of harm's way.
We're not warriors.
That's right.
Blah 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 blah.
You're walking a dangerous path. You and your friends need to get back to camp while you still can.
But we're so close to finishing the trial.
No, we are not. I see
So
we have
true.
a signal beacon. Leave it for us, and as soon as we have gathered our things, we will signal for a ride back.
There you go. I'm a hero. Okay. Now we can run back, so actually, we can just teleport there. How convenient to already have a teleporter with no cooldown, because you can just teleport around. It saves time. And we have some abilities to pick up. That's pretty sweet. We'll probably have another one, too, because we're probably going to clear level 4.
The beacon worked, and a rescue speeder is on its...
Alright, there we go.
One of them was injured. You need to send a medic with the rescue.
Standard procedure. You probably want...
Alright, blah 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 blah. We got it. And level 4. Equip the gloves. This. Turn off dark side corruption just on principle. I just don't like it. For now, we'll default hide head slot. Just in case. I don't know why. Just in case. It's for us to have it, I guess. Anyway. Okay, so that's my ground pound. But I wanted to grab the other stuff first. Holy crap. Okay. Let's see. Deals up to 8 targets. Okay, so that's the number 4 for sure. Then we go force wave, the ground pound. Blast a target with raw energy. That's a good line. Use technique, giving your melee chance. Okay, that's a passive. That's easy. And then blast your target with raw energy, dealing kinetic damage over 18 seconds. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be weird, man. I told you it's a hybrid. So this, you might recognize it because it's like that slash ability that can hit a whole bunch of people in front of you. That doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it hits a lot of people. That is that ability, and you might recognize it from like either the Jedi Knight or the Sith Marauder. And so this is the ground pound that most any of the Force users have, and so it's kind of weird, but like this is the project from the Jedi Consular, so it's like I've been saying that it's like this weird hybrid of several classes, and so it can take some getting used to if you're not very used to it, but it is fun and it's different. It's fun and it's different, so I am happy that we are doing this route. It is really weird playing a light side character, but I think it'll be worth it, especially because it'll be easier roleplay wise, because it'll be much easier roleplay-wise, because I'm not going to have to try to come up with this ridiculous roleplay to try and explain while we're being a jerk for no reason at all. And plus, the game doesn't really allow for it. It doesn't this class doesn't. This class doesn't really allow for it. Like, you can do dark side options, but most of them are just being a jerk, but you still do all the right things anyway. So it's like, you still do all the light side Jedi stuff anyway for like 9 times out of 10. So it's just one of those things where you're like, well, why make up this ridiculous, like, roleplay that's not going to work? It's just going to piss me off because it's not going to work. And make sure he was with us. But anyway, it just makes more sense. It's just easier. Like let's just do a light side character. Let's make him a little more more warrior like, more dark Jedi, not dark Jedi, gray Jedi like, just for my own peace. That way it's a little easier for me to explain some of the dark side decisions we're gonna do, and so it's just easier that way. Anyway,
Hey, Padawan.
this girl's gonna tell me to go talk to the trainer guy. Free experience, very easy. No reason to worry about that. Always make sure you pick that up, free experience, when you see the next trainer in here. Now, we will be talking to Yuan first, and then we'll go upstairs, and then by then, after we talk to the trainer, it'll probably jump us over level 5. So that would be pretty sweet. Oh, we need to lock my abilities. There we go. That's better. Otherwise, in mid-battle, I'll be clicking on stuff and things will fly around. It'll be annoying.
There isn't. It's out of my hands, Kaizen.
Out of hands can do nothing. From you is strange to hear.
I haven't. Padawan, come in. This is Kaizen Fess, an old friend. He's here on a hunting expedition. A sacred Trandoshan tradition.
It's an honor to meet you.
Is welcome, small hunter, but have scouting before light changes, scorekeeper watch over.
Some people, even some Jedi, disapprove of my friendship with Kaizen. I wanted you to meet, before rumors prejudiced you. First, thank you for saving the holograms. The Jedi have lost enough lately without losing our history, too.
I was glad to help, Master.
I've identified the holoprojector that was stolen. It contained a hologram of Master Rajivari. Rajivari was another of the Jedi founders. He turned to the dark side. He betrayed the very order he helped to create.
This Rajavari's betrayal paved the way for the Sith.
Rajivari was immensely powerful. That stolen hologram could hold his darkest secrets. The thief is likely from Kalikori village. Local Twi'lek pilgrims here illegally. Many of them are poor or hungry.
You said Kalikori village isn't a legal settlement. I didn't think Tython had such laws.
The Republic couldn't give the Twi'leks permission to colonize Tython. Too dangerous. But they came regardless. I'd like you to go to Kalikori village, discover who took the holoprojector and retrieve it. But tread lightly. The Twi'leks are here in defiance of Republic law. We're forbidden to fully defend them, even when the Flesh Raiders attack. Relations are strained.
We're Jedi. Aren't we obligated to help those in need?
This is the Jedi Council's judgment. I might disagree, but the decision is made. When you reach Kalikori village, find Bashen, captain of the village guard. He knows everyone. He may have seen the holoprojector. I think meeting these pilgrims will be a good lesson for you, Padawan. Go carefully.
Okay. As they say. A new staff. Which is fine. Got a new title of Padawan, but is it that as cool as the Illustrious? I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, so now we'll run upstairs, we'll grab that, it'll check off the Wisdom of the Elders mission, which will push us over 5, and then we'll pick up our new abilities that come after we get that. Our new staff does look a little better, though. It's all hooked at the end, which makes it look a little more aggressive. It also kind of makes it look like a cane, which is kind of funny. it's like whacking people with a cane. Whatever. I'm so classy. I carry a cane not because I need it, just because it makes me look cool. Free lore, in case you're wondering why I'm grabbing that. There's some more free lore. Run over here. It's gonna be weird playing light side. I'm thinking of some of the decisions that I remember off the top of my head, and the decisions are gonna be a lot different this time than what I did any other time I've done it, which is pretty funny. Hey, level 5. All right, there's Force Stun, which is a great ability. So Force Stun, let's go ahead and put that on 6 and put this. This is more like a status effect is what it makes me think of. So Stun you might recognize because we had that as the... I think we had that as the Knight.
May the Force be with you.
Let's see. Well, we'll put it there for now. If I after I use it and I get an idea what it reminds me of, we'll probably move it in time. Fun fact, guys, if you jump right there, you can just clip the edge like that so you don't get fall damage, then you fall all the way down. Saves you time. That's right. Speedrun hacks. I've just been here a lot. Okay, just want to make sure my lizard was still following me. Actually, let's just resummon him really quick. Make sure I want him to be appropriately cackling as I run along. And sometimes resetting them like that helps out. See, guys? Look at this weird spread of abilities we have. Told you, man, the Shadow's pretty weird. Pretty weird. I gotta tell you this, though. The Jedi's decision, don't help the pilgrims, is retarded. That is, like, such BS. Another one of the things that my character is I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry. Anyway, another reason my character is just not going to be about that. I will absolutely help the pilgrims. That's ridiculous. It's just like, see, and that's one of the ways that my dude is going to stray from the Jedi's decisions and stuff. Is because he's like, look, Jedi help people. He's like Jedi help people. He's like, you know, you can't make, like, it's illegal, like, it's dangerous, more dangerous than wherever it is they were running from. Like, I doubt it. Like, the fact that they're on the same planet nearby and we can't do anything about it is ridiculous. So it's one of those things that he's like, see, we're way too involved in the Republic politics. We should definitely be our own thing. So that's one of the ways that they are definitely different.
Break out another cask or 3. The festival only comes once a year. Our stores can take it.
Just as well. We have an uninvited guest.
I see. Festival of Awakening, Jedi. You're not welcome here.
I apologize for interrupting. Master Yuan Par asks if you've seen a Jedi holoprojector.
Huh. If Yuan Par's asking, guess we could try and remember.
A holoprojector. Yeah, I know what you mean. Nayland found one. Nayland Rollock. Maybe you've heard of him?
Sorry, I've only just arrived on this world.
Nayland Rollock, our dueling champion for 9 years straight. He once rescued an entire scouting party from flesh raiders single-handed. He planned our defenses, protects us when we go foraging. Without him, we wouldn't even be having the festival. And no, I am not telling you where he is. Nayland earns his peace and quiet.
That hologram's data isn't safe. Nayland should be warned. Or do you want to risk something happening to him?
Nayland can take care of himself.
Against flesh raiders, sure. But some of that Jedi tech is weird.
Okay, fine. Nayland went into the flesh raiders' territory. He's probably still there. He's been gone a while.
Then I should look for him. Enjoy your festival.
I think Nayland's got a camp out there. If you see him, tell him to be back for the feast.
So weird. My first gut reaction is to tell him to just suck it. You know what I mean? Like, my first inclination here. Alright, so we do have some side objectives. She wants to talk. So let's go ahead and do this one, because we'll have to run up and do this thing. This is that torch lighting one. Blah, 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 blah. Already been to it.
I'm ready to...
Anyway, this is that lighting the torches things. So that way Rohan will come to Gondor's aid. Wait a minute, that's not the same thing. Wait a minute. I feel like he's crossing universes. That's not normal. That's a pretty weird crossover. Think about that. Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. It'd be so weird. I was like, this just feels so weird. We're gonna have to test some of our abilities, like this one. Force Breach is like, because if it feels like Affliction, like from the Sith Sorcerer's side, it'll go down here. But if it doesn't, then something else. So is there a bonus objective? Well, there is. For the guys in charge of all those little peons. So I can't wear that. I can probably wear that belt. Yes, I can. I'm not wearing anything else, so... well, whatever. I have to test my abilities. Alright, so it does feel like Affliction, very much so. Alright, well if it does, then I'm going to put it down here. Yeah, that felt just like Affliction. You just like hit him with it, does passive damage over time. Alright, now this one I already know what it does. This is the strike, which is fine, of course. Okay. And I think that was the only one I had real questions on. Just that that other one is nice because it is like this one. The whirling blow is nice because the little creatures are so weak that they just die. Anyway, it's really framey just because it's Tython. There's trees and grass everywhere. So my computer hates Tython. And my game is always like this when is almost always like this when I'm here. It's a little worse than normal because I'm recording at the same time. When I'm hearing like just my personal playthroughs, it's not as bad, but it's still not great. So anyway, that's why when I move the icons, it looks like it's in stop motion. That's why. That's why. You know, one bonus about this class is I don't remember exactly when we get it, but eventually we get a different ability. We get stealth, and then when we do, it will be very beneficial because you can strike from stealth first. There's a lot of our abilities that are dependent on being in stealth, but on top of that, it's nice because you can sneak by a lot of enemies. So it's actually really cool because if you're in an area where it's just busy work and you're just having to cut through countless enemies to get to where you're going, it's really sweet because you can just stealth your way by them. Saves you a lot of time. Another something I can't wear. It's still in my thing. There we go. So laggy. So laggy. Oh my gosh, though. Oh, my frames. Oh, my eyes, though. Just quickly, we gotta knock this quest out so I can get out of this area. My eyes are bleeding. Top off our health. There we go. Boop. Yeah, definitely weird. Been a long time. I've only done the Shadow once, I think, and I think I did I've done the Assassin once as well. They're very fun. It's just weird. But yeah, I mean, it's not even so much that they're weird. I guess they are fun. It's just. Oh, there we go. So much smoother. Anyway, they are both fun. It's not so much that they're weird. It's just that if my decisions are, you know, be an assist sorcerer or be an assassin, it's really hard to say no to the sorcerer because I know that they're my favorite to play. But anyway, so again, we already talked to this lady. We're gonna be nice to her.
You're the reason. Jedi are kin to all people. No more and no less.
Actually, yeah, let's try that again.
It's a privilege, and I am quite honored.
There we go.
Is there anything I can read?
There we go. Turn away so my computer can have its piece. Turn that off. I'll just do that, even though I'm hiding head slot for just that reason. Okay, now we can go to the What's-His-Face's camp, which is down here, but to save time, we will teleport back to the village and then sell some things, which will be pretty easy. Yeah, it's going to be weird doing this light side. There are some decisions in here that will be a lot different than what I normally do.
Report your ailments.
Sell all of these. Got that. Okay, now there was another mission up here that I have to go to real quick. Because we will be in that territory. Hup.
Come over here, Jack.
Alright. I know.
What are the
Blah, 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 blah.
How could then I will make.
There we go. Okay, so the guard dude is going to want me to steal it for him. And of course, even when I was doing the crazy dark side Jedi, I still said no. But in this one, I'll do it because I'll be like, no. Absolutely not, idiot. It's making the Flesh Raiders foam at the mouth. You really think you should give that to the Twi'leks, you retard?
Jedi. What exactly? I won't help you feed the elixir to the pilgrims.
Fine.
Okay. There we go. Now we can press into Flesh Raider territory. Let's go. Looks like someone's been here, though, because this group is missing. Hey, we're fine with me. We'll save better time that way. The little campfire just blink into existence. Alright. This way. They don't have any... Oh, actually, we could see if there's a bonus objective. There is. I don't know why it didn't activate for the first guy, but there is a bonus objective. Top off our health. There's 5 of 15. Yep, someone's been here because none of the elixirs are spawned in, so that's awesome. Oh yeah, so awesome. Hey. Oh, there it is. Someone does have something. Alright, guess we'll... I was sort of hoping that it would spawn in right as I was leaving. That's why I keep staring at it, even though I'm walking away. Alright. Whatever. Yep, there's the player. I saw him just for a minute there. Bet you he's the reason that all this crap's gone. Well, I don't know where he went, but some of the elixirs over here. And I know for a fact there's 2 over here. So we're going to go straight to the elixir. Avoiding, and we're going to get injured a little bit here, but... There we go. Got a little banged up, but it was worth it to get the elixir before that guy could get him. Alright, so I think there's a little more elixir up the hill here, so I guess we'll go ahead and check. My story objective is obviously right there, but... you know... There's 12. I'm not so much worried about the bonus objective, I'm much more worried about the elixir. Ah, there is some right here. There we go. There's the actual bonus objective for the kills anyway. We need 1 more elixir. Which... right there. I don't know if that falls enough to kill you, but... Guess not, because the dude's... I still see that red dot. He's like, you can't knock me off the ledge! Even though it's... Oh, it's actually not sheer enough. So basically, when I hit him, I bet you he landed like right here. Unfortunate. But the good news is that ability is going to be really convenient for knocking people off ledges. So that's pretty nice, because those abilities are really, really convenient. The Sith Inquisitor has some very similar ones, if you guys remember. And I enjoyed quite a bit of throwing people off ledges. And I would not surprise me in the least if we got some similar opportunities. Anyway, we gotta go find Rajavari's holocron here. Be like, fool! You cannot steal from the Jedi, give it back. I have sympathy for your people, I don't care, but I can't let you steal Jedi artifacts. And I am gonna help them wherever possible, but you can't have the holocron. It's Jedi property, give it back. Hey, the holocron.
You make a lot of noise. I come for a flesh raider, I find a Jedi Padawan. I come to listen, to think among the dead, to fight for my people. Why have you come?
My master sent me to bring Rajavari's holoprojector back to the temple.
I'm called Naylan Ralok. The others in the village spin tales of their legendary protector. They don't understand. Are the flesh raiders destroyed? No. My people aren't safe until my learning's complete. Tython's relics still have lessons. I listen. I can do things I never imagined possible. I will be the defender my people deserve.
Once you become this great defender, what's the next step?
We make Tython ours. No Jedi, no Republic. Our world to plow and harvest and defend. We hunt the flesh raiders to extinction, and laugh. Rajavari showed me how to punish them. The Flesh Raiders will come, but not leave. A merciful death compared to what my people have suffered.
You'll get us both killed.
There are hidden wonders, Jedi, and my journey has just begun. Now run, or die.
You know, it sounded a little bit more whiny, like, I'm scared, than I wanted, but at the same time, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, you know, headcanon, he didn't say it quite so panicked. He's like, you're gonna get us both killed. It's just like, not so much scared, but just like an observation. The odds of us both dying if you do that, if you drop this cave on us, is really high. So, casually throw a rock at him. What? Oh, it's like, I'm so confused. Little closer. Idiot. Smack him. Psh, idiot. Two more kills. They'll be right up around this corner right here. It's funny because some of it is pretty familiar, like the beginning part, just because my sister and I were doing a Jedi playthrough, I mean, not very recently, but in the last few, maybe a few months ago, and so parts of it are kind of familiar. So, anyway, it leveled up. I also got Galactic Rampage level 1, which, you know, if I had $1 every time that happened. But anyway, so parts of this are familiar because I did this a couple of months ago. But, you know. Alright, anyway, it looks like everything is back, at least the village. So we'll go to the village, we'll turn that in, then we'll go back to the temple. Alright, here we are.
You look well, Jedi. I'm glad the Flesh Raiders didn't hurt you. Did you destroy the Dark...
Oduma's tried to bribe me to leave.
And I tell on him, lols. Okay. There's that. Got a lower robe, which is... it looks okay. But the point is that it's better armored, which is actually what matters. Alright, we're gonna run... not over here. Wrong place. Gonna go over here. Over here. Actually, we don't need to, because... yeah, I forgot I don't need to, because I have to go back to the temple, but I keep forgetting that I can just teleport. Indiscriminately. Just like a madman, just teleporting around like freaking Nightcrawler from X-Men. Alright. Over here. Here. Move it. You fools. I mean, my fellow Jedi brethren. You know, it's really hard. I would have to, like, find a way to cut my incredibly condescending talk to everybody. It's just like... hello, my friends who I respect a great deal.
I just spoke to Rana Dalven, the daughter of Kalikori Village's matriarch, concerning your visit there. I want you to meditate on what you learned. Such experiences are what shape us as Jedi.
Yes, Master.
We should check that Rajavari's hologram is safe.
The holoprojector was stolen by a Twi'lek, Neelan Ralak. He'd learned force techniques from Rajavari's hologram. He was obviously unstable.
A villager? Very unusual. Then this Neelan is force sensitive. Let's see what he saw.
Activation protocol begins. A few words. Shall this be all my legacy? No. My enemies are long dead. It is time. Hear me. I have left true wisdom behind. For those who follow where the first blade points, from the sanctuary of the Order, all else is fleeting.
My word, true wisdom. Padawan, he's talking about the fount of Rajavari.
Master, you seem shaken.
I'm fine. This is just hard to believe. After Rajavari fell, sources claimed he created a great archive of his knowledge and teachings, the fount of Rajavari. Generations of Jedi search for it, finding nothing. The fount's considered a hoax by all reputable scholars, but we just heard proof.
Nayland Ralak saw this hologram, Master. More of Rajavari's knowledge could make him incredibly dangerous.
The hologram said follow where the first blade points, from the sanctuary of the Order. Kaleth! The ruins at Kaleth. The name means sanctum. It's the remains of an ancient fortress. Evidence suggests Kaleth was destroyed in a great battle. Old droids still walk those ruins today, but this first blade is a puzzle.
I can only think of one blade a Jedi would wield.
Good deduction, but lightsabers had yet to be invented. We have found several old weapons in one section of Kaleth. Nothing like a first blade, but a good place to begin. I planned your training so carefully, but the Force has intervened. Finding the fount of Rajavari and stopping Nayland must be a greater test.
Are you saying the Force is guiding me?
Sometimes the Force, not the Master, shapes a Padawan's trials. This seems to be such a time. You should know, Padawan. The Council tends to disapprove of such training, but I'll explain everything to them. For now, focus on exploring Kaleth for this first blade. Call me on your holocommunicator at once if you have any success.
Well, there you go. We done have our orders. We also got new armor, which blends pretty good, I think. Put that down there. Well, there you go. Well, the Council's retarded. Let me just say that. Just like way too much time talking and being like indecision. And so they just, if they spent more time doing stuff and less time talking about doing stuff, maybe they'd get more done. Just saying. Just saying. Gotta say, part of the reason, and obviously I'm biased, keep that in mind, that this is not an unbiased opinion, okay? But this is part of the reason that I like the Sith more, because even the Dark Council, that they do talk about a lot of stuff, but Sith is more often, it's not always the case, but Sith more often is about action. You know what I mean? Like dark side. Ah, there's stealth. I knew we would get it pretty quick here. Question is, should we put it over here or should we put it over here? Maybe let's put it over here. For now.
May the Force be with you.
Anyway, but it's a lot of the times being a Sith is about action, because even the Dark Council, even if they do talk a lot, but it's often like, you know, all right, we've discovered this problem, I'm moving my forces to deal with it, or whatever. It's like, or whatever, or like, you know, we cannot let this insult stand, I am gonna go handle this myself. Like a lot of the time being Sith is often about, you know, kicking some butt and taking some names, and like and I like that, because often the path of like peace is often the path of inaction, and like, I don't agree with that. I feel like that, you know, peace should be defended. Peace has to be fought for, and that's the problem with the Jedi, is because I can get behind peace, like in real life I can get behind peace, but being pacifist is not the answer, because being pacifist just means you're easy to step on. Coming from someone who's a Sith and likes and enjoys stepping on people, I'm just saying. But, you know, when you do nothing, as a person who plays Darkside, if we're going back to in-game stuff, you know, that as a person who plays Darkside, the path to peace is often the path of an action. And if you're like, I'm not gonna fight you, well then as a Sith you're like, sweet, that's, you know, then that's even easier for me, I'll just kill you, or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like the only person that that affects or hurts is you, or the people that you're defending or standing up for, or whatever. So, I don't know. I mean, obviously, and again, 100% disclosure, it's 100% biased. That I am a Darkside player, I am pro-Sith, and I'm not anti-Jedi. I do like Jedi, I just don't like the Jedi of most eras, I guess. Is that I don't agree with the actions of a lot of Jedi people, because there is Jedi that I do like. In the books, Luke's Jedi, I liked those Jedi. They were much more likely to do stuff. They got things done. They were much less talk, much more action. The Jedi of Luke's era, and not what stupid Disney did and ruined it, like the actual good Luke when he was cool, that was much better. You know what I mean? And Luke and his council and his Jedi of the books, you know, when after Luke establishes the council and stuff of his era, that those Jedi were cool. Those Jedi got stuff done and were proactive in getting things done. What on earth am I witnessing? Anyway, what is wrong? All right, she's distracting me. Anyway, but a lot of eras, like in the movie eras, like in the prequel trilogy or the Jedi in this era, I find are often just not very good. I often think they're pretty weak, but again, biased opinion. The writing carved into the stone is almost illegible with age. The more you examine it, the stronger your intuition becomes. Holy crap, that woes are fast.
I guard. It rests with the ashes of its maker, the Weapon Master.
Anyway, that subtitles. Well, subtitles were so fast I couldn't read them, and I read pretty quickly, I think. Anyway, the Weapon Master.
I must take the first blade. The Jedi have need of it again.
The first blade. First Jedi weapon. From this beginning, lightsabers came. Millennia pass. Only hilt of first blade remains. Only disturbed once. Rajabari came. He proved worthy. Permitted to take the hilt. Later, returned it.
Perhaps I could do as Rajavari did.
To take the hilt, prove worthy. The philosophy of Jedi combat. Show understanding. The Weapon Master left challenges, here in Caleth. Training droids to test his students. Find them. Prevail. The hilt of the first blade waits.
There you go. Alright, I have to activate and destroy some droids. Let's just look at the map. Okay, we'll definitely be going to the upper one. More out of habit more than anything else. Anyway. Up. And then the real reason we're going this way is because we're going to pick up this little mission because it's incredibly quick and very easy and free experience. So it makes sense. Anyway, this is the Flesh Raider baby. You guys probably remember that from our time as a Jedi Knight. We gotta get some meat. Gotta get some meat. A Flesh Raider baby. Sorry, that was I was channeling the Jedi Master who you give the baby to. Because that's how he says it. A Flesh Raider baby. He just says it like, you know, WTF or whatever. He doesn't say it like that. It's just like just the way he talks or whatever. I don't know. I'm weird. Ignore me. Forget it. At some point, I really should show you guys how stealth works. Pretty quick here. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'll show you. So in stealth, enter stealth mode, increasing your stealth level by 15 and making you difficult to detect. While in stealth, your movement is slowed by 15%. Your companion will not react to enemy attacks while in stealth, and most hostile actions prematurely, and the effect cannot be used in combat. So it leads you into combat, and what it means there is there's a lot of abilities that can be activated in stealth, but you have to be in there. So it's like a good first hit, but otherwise you have to use your other abilities to fight. So let me show you. When you're in stealth, you go like easy to see through and stuff, and then you run around like that, like you're sneaking. Okay. Now, as the Sith assassin, the stealth colors aren't like clear and you know, pure looking. They're like purple and dark and evil looking. So how this works is that as you can see, I am normally way closer than you would be than you could get otherwise. You can get really close enough. You can go whapa. Get it? So the abilities I have right now are not like, you know, stealth dependent abilities. So, you know, my damage isn't any special. But a lot of abilities, they'll do like double like critical damage, or they do a lot of damage, but obviously they can only be used in stealth or whatever. Stuff like that. So your movement speed is slowed. Later on, we will actually I'm pretty sure this class gets force speed, just like the Inquisitor gets, for instance. And then you can use force speed and be in stealth, and it doesn't break it. So it's kind of nice that you can be in stealth, run around buildings and stuff, and then spam force speed just like you would normally. So it's pretty sweet. Anyway, so that's how that works. It'll be, and we probably won't use it until we have stealth abilities, like damaging stealth abilities. You know, now that he's right there, he's probably going to activate these things. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, but is that what you're here for? Nope, I don't think so. Anyway, but yeah, I probably won't use stealth till we have the appropriate stealth abilities, just because it's because otherwise there's no point, because my abilities don't do any special damage while in stealth, so there's no point at all. Boop. Move that over there. Anyway, so this for stun, I am mentally making it similar to that for the stun that the Inquisitor has that went beside my Force Lightning. That is why I put that over there, because it's reminiscent of that. It does the same thing. So that's why I did that. Now, we also might get a similar ability, and if we do, then maybe I'll move it. But for now, I'm like, we'll just pretend it's the same thing. For easy figuring, because it does the same thing. The difference is this doesn't stun as long, and it does a little bit of damage in return. So, kind of a give and take there. Boom. Slide that over there. Okay. Now we head back to the carving. We'll talk to the droid, and he'll be like, "You are worthy," or whatever. Or whatever. Let's go. But put it away, though. Can't wait to actually get a lightsaber. The other fun thing is we'll have different lightsaber colors, because at least default, the other colors will be fine. I'd prefer like a blue crystal, because I really like the color blue. And as far as like lightsabers go, so blue or green, I'm not going to use yellow. I don't like yellow. I'm biased, but I don't like it.
Telemetry is received. All droids report your battle performance. Satisfactory.
In that case, I wish to take the hilt of the first blade from here.
Take the hilt. Treat with respect. Fight with honor.
Inside the stone urn, a hilt of a weapon. The hilt appears to be modified, heavily engraved as stone formation. You see no way to access it. I was trying to all like summarize quickly.
Master Yuan, I found the hilt of the first blade. A proto-lightsaber from someone called the Weapon Master. The hilt looks as if there's data engraved on it.
Of course. The first blade points the way. Rajavari made the legendary weapon itself our guide. The Force is certainly with you, Padawan. Please bring the hilt back to the temple at once. I will look into a way to access that data.
See, and this is one of those things that with the Jedi classes, there's a lot of like double objectives. There is a lot of like double back, like turning around, doubling back. There's a lot of that in the Jedi. The Jedi Knight was pretty heavy with that. That's the reason that last video, our final finale, took so long, is because everything was making you run back and like, all right, now there's 3 objectives. All right, now you have to come back here or whatever. With the Inquisitor and the Marauder, there's much more. It's much more streamlined, and so they're like, all right, you know, just go take care of it. Just talk to me on the holo communicator or whatever. It's much easier. So,
a flesh you did.
All right, blah 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 blah. Give it to him, and we got bracers. Oh, now that looks much cooler. Anyway. But yeah, there's a lot more doubling back as a Jedi, so we'll be returning to the temples and wherever we're doing a lot. Another reason I'm incredibly thankful for the quick travel, because believe me, it'll be necessary.
Hello again, Padawan. I'm glad to see you well. Master C.O. Bakar, I was there to greet you when you first arrived.
Being greeted by a member of the Council is hard to forget, Master C.O.
Interesting. Protocol was never a big focus of Yuan's curriculum.
This is Master Jarek Kaden, another of the Jedi Council. Yuan told us about Nayland Raylock, the pilgrim seeking Rajavari's secrets. She also claimed the Force is guiding your training. This isn't unknown, but...
Master Yuan mentioned this, but she didn't go into details.
Yuan thinks encountering Nayland and finding a few relics proves you're meant to find this fount of Rajavari. It's baseless. First she welcomes that Trandoshan into the temple, now this? She's getting more unorthodox by the day.
What do you make of Yuan's claim, Padawan?
I trust in Master Yuan's wisdom.
The Council has agreed to accept Yuan's opinion. For now. But I am concerned about the dangers this path is leading you through. Finding the Fount of Rajavari before Nayland Raylock does is important. But so is your safety, Padawan. Be mindful.
Oh, we remember Caden. He is a moron. I hate Caden so bad. Jarek Caden is just a jerk. Oh my gosh, I hate him so bad, dude. And it's really hard having to edit my real thoughts about him because another bonus of muting my mic. I am free to swear up a storm about him. I hate him so bad. That's ridiculous.
Jabari's hologram proves the same technique existed. Don't you see? It'll resolve that silly debate once and for all.
Yuan is soft thing, old soft thing. Do not overexcite over this.
Overexcite? I'm not quite ready to... Ah, Padawan. Much longer and we'd have come looking for you. I thought you might have crossed paths with Nayland Rallock again.
How goes your hunting?
Completely ignores her. Scorekeeper showed favor and smiled on you also, so Yuan said.
You said you found the first blade, or its hilt at least. Is it? May I see it? Ah, the folds in the metal. The power cell chamber. These are lost techniques. Our lightsabers began here, with this.
I believe these etch marks are encoded information, Master Yuan.
And the interior's been modified too, perhaps to hold more. I deciphered a second clue from Rajavari's hologram. To find the Fount of Rajavari, this hilt must be taken to a cave in the Tythonian mountains. The hologram says the founders meditated in that cave, debated. They became the Jedi Council.
All our codes, our laws, and principles can be traced back to those debates.
This cave I know is Flesh Raider Cave now. Good hunting. I would accompany. I go ahead. Make a good beginning before search for old things. Shall meet you, small hunter.
I apologize, Padawan. Kaizen's devotion to the hunt is quite single-minded.
I don't mind. I welcome his help.
Good luck and be careful. The hologram said nothing of what might be waiting in those caves.
There you go. There you go. Man, we're so close. If we could just cross the border onto level 9, then yeah, if we could just cross the border to level 9, then I could grab another level. Although, we actually might have another level anyway. Let's go ahead and check here. Yeah, we have a level anyway, so... Guess we'll go ahead and run up there and pick that up, and then we will, explore the Flesh Raider Cave. You know, it's just funny to do class stories for a playthrough, rather than just bopping through it myself, because it's just funny. Because I have done this, obviously, like I said, I was doing this with my sister a couple of months ago, and so the story is a little bit fresh in my mind here, and so it's just funny to be having to make sure I talk or I listen to people and not just spacebar my way to victory like I normally do. And so it's just funny to remind myself, oh wait, they haven't seen this, they don't know what this is or whatever, and it's just funny to remember. Anyway, Force Potency is our new ability here. Grants 2 charges of Force Potency, which increases the Force critical chance of your direct attacks and heals by 60%. Okay, so I'm not going to read the whole thing because you get the idea. It is the same as Recklessness. This is Recklessness, but for the Jedi. In case you're wondering. In case you remember that ability for the Inquisitor. Recklessness was really handy, and normally on the other one there was this one. There was two. There was the Crushing Darkness, Affliction, and then Potency. But I don't know if we'll get a second stun, so at the moment I'm putting it there. But it is cool though that we do get that. So lots of mirrored abilities, and they are very cool. So very cool, very cool. Anyway, I don't know if this class gets heals in addition to everything else. Although a lot of my abilities heal myself anyway. That's the reason I grabbed the balance or tranquility or whatever it was called, is because the 4 special abilities you get for your specialization, they all heal myself somehow. So it's pretty sweet. Alright, so let's go ahead and sell some of the junk I have going on here.
Report your ailments.
Sell all of those. I'm saving hardcore because I think I know what outfit we're gonna wear. We're gonna need dye for it. But I think I know what outfit we're gonna wear probably, just because otherwise we're not gonna get to see it this playthrough, and I think it would be better. And I do think, I could have teleported, dang it. Anyway, and I think it would be better to see it. So, because it's a set of robes that I have owned for quite a while. And they are very, very cool looking. Back when I was a subscriber, I spent a lot of cartel coins on those robes, because I also thought they were really cool looking. So eventually, we're gonna need some dye for it at some point, and we're gonna have to dye it a different color, at least white, because they're very dark side. And so we'll to make it work, so either we'll do that or maybe we'll look at the legacy. Maybe we'll look at the legacy vendor for this, which we'll see on Coruscant. So we're pretty close to that anyway. Anywho. So yeah, maybe we'll check out the legacy vendor, because if they have something that's specifically really cool, we could go with that. Although it would take forever to get, just like it did with the other class. So it's actually wiser probably not to. Anywho, not the point. So we will probably wear those robes that I was talking about earlier anyway, and then we'll have to dye them a different color to make it more appropriate. But I'd say on the same token, I wouldn't mind an armor that was more, you know, that was more Shadow-esque. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But regardless, we'll need money, so it's kind of a moot point that way. Anywho, okay, so headed straight ahead. Actually, one of the nice times to use stealth. You can stealth past a lot of these enemies. Let's see. It looks like it's this way. This way. Follow me. Ah. Fun fact, that doesn't break stealth. I just hit it out of habit, and like, turns out it doesn't break stealth. The more you know. The more you know. Are we headed the right way at all? Yes, we are. Continue on our way. I'm tempted to fight because we're really close to leveling up. Maybe we'll do that. Hello, Flesh Raider scumbags. Hey, there's level 9. Pop off the health. We're on our way. So it's funny though, our levels might be a little weird because there is some other side objectives that we're probably not going to grab, honestly, because I'm lazy. But there are a few side objectives in the village, the Twilight Village, that like saving that lady's son or whatever. He just gets clobbered and dies immediately. I mean, to be fair, you'd probably at least hesitate after you get hit in the back of the head with a rock. Like a boulder, not even a rock. So I don't blame him. I'm just saying it looked funny. Anyway, but yeah, so we had saving that lady's son and stuff. So, but I'm not gonna make a special trip to the village. So because we didn't hang out there in story, so it's possible we might still grab it, but I think odds are we probably won't. Oh, you ninja! I didn't even see you. Ow! Don't stun me. It's rude. Get new gloves. They are a little better, but there's also some decreases. So if there's any decreases at all, I'd rather just wait to get something better. Eat it. Let's see. Like I said, I keep going into stealth, but there's like nothing here that I don't have any abilities that are special from stealth, so there's like really no reason to. Rather just run up and smack them. Know what I mean? Jelly bean. Alright, none of them had loot. Let's go ahead and check. Looks like I am headed this way. You know, to the giant green wall. Kind of a giveaway. Bone Guard, he's gonna stun me. Unless I stun him first! Dang it, he still stunned me. I mean, it doesn't matter, of course. It doesn't make almost any difference. It's just, it's like an internal game for me to see if I can kill him before I'm stunned. But the problem is I don't have enough damage output at this particular moment. I mean, even if I strike from stealth first, it doesn't really matter. Boogala! Like I said, see, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't have anything. Even if I hit for stun, it's not enough time. I don't have the DPS yet to kill people in less than 4 seconds because that's all this lasts. So it's really all a moot point because I don't have enough damage output, which is fine. Again, it doesn't make any difference at all. It's just like a little internal game. Already have that. Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. Flesh Raiders are dead? Strong, healthy, worthy of many Jagannath points. But hunted many Flesh Raiders coming here, so shall allow these you these points, small hunter, this time.
Sorry, I don't understand what you mean by Jagannath points.
For us, hunt is life. To make honorable kills, earn Jagannath points, all tallied by Scorekeeper. Scorekeeper, all she sees all, greater score, more points, greater standing in Scorekeeper's eyes, greater glory.
So hunting is how you serve your goddess, this Scorekeeper, and increase your status.
Yes, is not many Jedi who understand. Enough talk. Have font of Rashavari defined. This carving is many signs.
It's badly eroded. I can't see anything that might help us.
Smell something strange. Bones there, all old, and all in pile, is deliberate, but not in Flesh Raider way.
I should examine them. Maybe piling up the oldest bones is somehow significant to the Flesh Raiders.
If you say, but have seen nowhere else. Go soft, small hunter. Smell Flesh Raider and small not Flesh Raider too. The bones are brittle, badly gnawed. Moving them aside, you see the bones were piled over an ancient pedestal. Examining it reveals the pedestal has an alcove exactly the size and shape of a hilt you found. Of the hilt you found, I mean.
Thanks for coming so fast, Jedi. That Flesh Raider stench was making us dizzy.
I think we've met before.
Yes, we have. Please don't make this hard. Nayland said to wait for you. You've got something he needs. He has to find this Fount of Rajavari to keep defending our village. I'm sorry. You were straight with us. But I have to take whatever first blade you found in Kaleth. Nayland needs it.
Nayland only cares about the Fount of Rajavari. Sending you here risked your lives when he supposedly wants to save you.
You don't get it. We're scared. Nayland hardly comes into the village now. Barely eats or sleeps. And when you talk to him, his eyes are so strange.
I should speak to Nayland myself. Where can I find him?
No one knows. He mentioned exploring Kaleth, but that was hours ago. He'll be long gone. Something terrible's happening, isn't it? Keep your artifact, whatever it is. Keep it away from Nayland. Jedi, please, don't hurt him. Whatever Nayland's become, he did this for us.
It's like I can just easily talk him out of it. I'm like, just go away. Like, you know what this is stupid too.
Our vision for the Jedi Order, and I, Rajavari, listened. I listened as they carefully crippled our newborn order, as they argued for mediocrity. It shall not stand. I have laid my plans. With my army made from Tython's true dark sons, I will purge this council of fools while they chatter.
Rajavari planned to assassinate the fledgling Jedi Council with some sort of army.
Only my apprentices and I will survive. From Kaleth, we will mold the Jedi into what we deserve to be. If the hilt of the first blade has been returned, we succeeded, and the future follows the path we left. Follow, Seeker. Follow the path to the Fount of Rajavari. It is time.
His strange map I've never seen like, if path is there I cannot see.
I can make out some of it, but the rest is gibberish.
His old thing, Yuan knows of these, should bring back to her. I go ahead, shall meet you in Yuan's room, small hunter. And here, First Blade's hilt, do not forget. Would hate you to suffer Yuan's wrath. Thanks, bro Chacho. You see how easy it was to talk those Twi'leks out of going away? See what I mean? Return to Yuan. Told you, lots of doubling back as a Jedi. But anyway, it's just interesting how easy it was to talk them out of it, because you're just like, look, man, I'm not dumb. You don't want to try and take this blade from me any more than I want you to try and take it from me. So it's like, you know it's stupid. I know it's stupid. Go away. And they're just like, you know what? You're right. I'm going away. I was like, that's what I thought. And again, so that's what I have to like keep balancing, is because he is a Jedi. He disagrees with the like passiveness of the Jedi, but he's ultimately a good guy, right? And so that's like the reminder that I have to give myself. It's like, look, you gotta be a good guy. You gotta be nice, and so he's not like Sith, right? Because a Sith warrior would just kill him for trying to take it from him on principle. But as a Jedi, like, look, man, I don't want to fight you. I will destroy you in a fight, and I know that, and I'm not scared to do it. I just don't want to, or whatever. So he avoids unnecessary bloodshed, but he's not afraid to shed blood. And that's the weird balance I have to have.
Master Yuan, I believe I have the coordinates for the Fount of Rajavari.
Kaizen mentioned as much. Padawan, I just received a very disturbing message. For you, from Naylan Rallock.
Survival. Mine, my villages, and yours, Jedi. Interesting to think about. You fooled my people. It doesn't matter. There's other routes to the Fount of Rajavari. Interfere, and I'll kill you.
Naylan has truly fallen then, and he wants you dead. You must be vigilant.
If it came to a battle between us, I know I would win.
No, don't even consider it. This man is far too dangerous.
I would crush him. Yuan is alright.
We still have the Fount of Rajivari to find. Let me see those coordinates, Padawan. Perhaps I can get us started.
It's so phonetic. Coordinates.
I've studied similar depictions, and that coordinate matches ancient mappings of the eastern Tythos Ridge.
Which fits with the first coordinate perfectly. Well done. But that leaves this coordinate. We can't triangulate the Fount of Rajivari without it. Perhaps it's a rock formation.
Have seen many formations on hunts. Could scout waterfall caves try and find.
With two of us, the search would take half as long.
Stay. I know caves. It's faster searching alone. Scorekeeper watch you.
Padawan, look. In the map's code, there's something else hidden here. A warning? The Fount of Rajivari has mechanisms for intruders. Only those who know Rajavari's path will walk through unscathed to gain his wisdom.
Mechanisms for intruders can only mean one thing.
But according to this, knowledge of Rajavari's philosophy will protect you. Fascinating. We know Kaleth was Rajavari's stronghold, and excavators have uncovered ancient computer terminals in Upper Kaleth. Those terminals might hold answers, if they weren't all locked with passwords.
The hilt of the first blade accessed the coordinates to the Fount of Rajavari. It could unlock these terminals too.
Of course. Those engravings, some of them resemble security algorithms. Go to Upper Kaleth and investigate those terminals for any clue. I'll wait here for Kaizen. We're close, Padawan, I know it.
You know, it's hard to believe that one of us is the master and one of us is the apprentice in this situation. Wouldn't you agree? Hey, our new armor is much more fancy. Anyway, but yeah, it's like hard to believe one of us is the master here, because I often feel like I'm the one teaching you. It's like, I'm like, well, obviously the answers are on the blade. She's like, of course! It's like, I know. It's like, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that's definitely it. I just wanted to see. Okay, looks like there are abilities to train, so I guess we'll hop upstairs and look at our new ones. But anyway, it's just funny because it's just like, I'm like, it's the blade. She's like, it's the blade! I was like, that's what I literally just said, woman. Like, how about you listen to me? But it's just funny because, like, you can kind of see how that would be possible, right? Because she said that I was more powerful at 4 than she was at 15. Like, and Bakarin said it too. He's like, you know, we haven't seen your kind of power in generations or whatever. So, you know, it's no secret that I am very powerful. I was born very, very gifted, very powerful. So you can see how some of that would like transfer over. You know what I mean? Anyway, so Force of Will. This is the one that, you know, it stops the bad effects. So of course that one's great. Simple but very, very awesome. And I'm assuming we're going, yes, going to the ruins. Fine with me. Let's go. Anywho, but yeah, so you can see it. You can see how it would be plausible. You know what I mean? It makes sense that, you know, because she said it, Bakarn said it, everyone says it, I know it. And it's funny that I already, so back there earlier in the conversation where I was like, if it came to a fight between us, I would defeat him easily, or whatever. It wasn't like, you know, I said it like that, like my character, again, that's what I have to remind myself, he is a warrior, he's not afraid to fight. And the fact is, my character would believe. He's like, look, I know I would win. It's like, I don't seek his blood, but I also know I would crush him. So it's like the reminder to myself, I have to play in character. And it's kind of weird, because it's not my natural reaction. Like, because if I'm playing a good guy, it's like, it's hard to balance the warrior and the Jedi. I mean, you can totally do it, I just have to remind myself occasionally to throw in some other dialogue. So, it's cool though, it's different. It's fun. It's different having to play a class than I normally do, because I always do classes the same way, and so it's fun having to, you know, having to do things differently. I like it. Just move that over there. Little droids, you cannot stop me. Drop me into the tree. It's what I'm here for. Yeah, it's the axe. That's, if you guys know, it's the axe from the Christmas Beauty and the Beast. That's right. I'm a cultured individual. Ooh, active social guild, flagship, PV. Yeah, sure. I'll join that for experience, man. I will joppin'. Sure, I will join. Smiley face. I want to join the Eternal Order. Give me free experience. Ah, see, someone else said it, but I whispered. Because I can re-listen to instructions. Awesome. As per our procedure, I would like to ask you 3 questions. Wow. Sure. Is that okay? I was like, wow, there's a quiz. I didn't study. Okay, let's hear it. What's the worst that could happen? There's the first cackle. Great. 1. Would you enjoy participate in guild events such as races, tournaments, social, RP events, with boss hunts, and so forth? Well, honestly, no. Honestly, probably not. But thanks anyways. We'll just give him and a heart. Honestly, probably not, but thanks anyways. It's a polite refusal, because I mean, I understand part of that. You know, they don't want people that are they're not trying to artificially boost their numbers with people that aren't going to be about it, and I understand that. I mean, if that's what your guild's about, so that's fine. But to be honest, I would only want it for the experience. So no. So yeah, that's fine. I mean, because some guilds that they don't care, they're just recruiting and they don't care. So, you know, no problem. Wish you the best. You too. And again, I'm not going to be a jerk about it. I only would want it because I want the free experience. And if he's not about it, that's fine too. Oh, sorry. It's a recording of one of Rajavari's apprentices.
Master Rajavari's gone. The council survived. We failed. They'll come for us. They'll have to lay siege if they want to take us prisoner. We can't give in. Master Rajavari's 5th principle says, showing mercy to an enemy creates a spiral of destruction. We'll take plenty of Jedi with us.
There you go. Alright, there's the north terminal. I pissed someone off. Oh, the one way below me, naturally. I was on a ledge, bro. Don't you know how this works? Anyway. Put that back. Okay, next one. But anyway. Anyways. It's fine. I mean, again, I'm not interested in any kind of social event. I'm literally just there for the XP boost. And some guilds don't care. Some guilds are like, hey, awesome. They're just happy to have their guild numbers really high. Personally, that's how I would do it as well. I would, if it was my guild, anyone would be welcome to join. I don't care if you're social or not. Anyway, another one of the apprentices' recordings.
Another Jedi today. My 7th. Master Rajavari formed an army from the allies he found past the mountains. We could sure use them now. But they vanished. Just left their servants. Those cannibals in their stupid camps. Master Rajavari's 2nd principle says all life is a battle. Even to your last breath. But our allies didn't leave us a choice.
There you go. Okay, there's that one. Last terminal. This way. Looks like it is probably right there. Aha! There you are. Another recording?
The bleeding won't stop. Blast it! Why did I watch Vadria's back? Master Rajwari's 7th principle said it. Sacrificing your strength is the path of a fool. I should have just let her die. It doesn't matter. This siege is nearly over. This can only end one way.
Agree to disagree. You should not have left her to die. Anyway, returning back to Yuan. Backtracking in a Jedi campaign? Unbelievable. But you know, whatever. Whatever. That's what the teleport is for, am I right? Man, I wish I had force speed. I keep looking at stealth thinking it's force speed and like thinking about clicking on it and realizing, wait a minute. That's not force speed. That's not it. Oh, this way, it's not upstairs. Tell you what, luckily there is a teleporting point right inside the Jedi Temple. More convenient than teleporting outside first.
Master Yuan, I have the clues we need.
Oh, Padawan. Back already? What clues did you find?
The terminals held the last words of Rajavari's apprentices.
So the Jedi besieged Kaleth after Rajavari tried to kill the Council, and his apprentices held the line all by themselves. Remarkable.
Rajavari's apprentices knew there was no hope, but they defended their beliefs to the last.
Yes, with a different master they could have been great Jedi. Hopefully the principles you've recovered will help you pass into the Fount of Rajavari safely, and once Kaizen brings us the last coordinate... Wait, where is Kaizen? It's been... How long was I working?
I could go and find Kaizen, just to make sure he's all right.
He mentioned the Waterfall Caves, didn't he? If Kaizen has the last coordinate, you can triangulate the Fount of Rajavari. There's no time to waste, Padawan. Go, and may the Force be with you both.
There you go. Let's go save us a lizard. Oops. Dang it. Money. And a headgear that's better. Luckily, we're hiding our head slot, you know what I mean? Alright, let's go find Kaizen. Looks like he's right down the middle. That's easy. Well, that's easy. I don't know why I do it like the count. That's kind of weird. Whatever. I think the odds are we'll be able to finish Tython today in this video. And then we'll be set up and ready to go for what's next. And then off camera, right when we're done recording, I'll hit the couple of heroics on Tython. I think there's actually one. I'll hit the one heroic on Tython. Very simple. And then I will probably go and do the... at some point before our next video, I will do the flashpoint, because we've already seen it with the knight, so I'm not going to show it again. But I'll hit that flashpoint, and by the time I see you guys, we'll either be on the fleet, or we will be... We'll either be on the fleet, or we will be... Ooh, it's an AoE. Anyway, we'll either be on the fleet, or we will be... I cannot think for the life of me. On Coruscant. So, one or the other. Pretty sure I put that there, because I think, like trying to, pair it up with things, I think that's like the Force, that's like the lightning storm. What's it called? The Force storm, I think, from the Sith side. So, I think that'll go there. So, if we're trying to, you know, compare it to things. But the other cool thing is that this one heals me. So, it deals the damage that it does, but 10% of the damage is dealt up to 8 people within a 5-meter radius. Up to 8 people heals me for 10%, so it helps keep me alive. And a lot of the abilities, you'd be surprised how many abilities in this class heal me, because of the specialization I chose, as it were. There's one ability that I'm pretty sure we get as the Shadow that I'm very excited for. Assuming I remember how good it is correctly. Which it might not be. It's, you know, it's not a completely sure thing. So going left. To the left, to the left. Good chance to test out our new ability up here. Perfect. Now the difference is this one is close by. Wow, that is good. It's just a zap and that's it. Alright, there is a bonus objective, so we will certainly be getting that. But yeah, that's really good. It has quite the cooldown though. It has a 15-second cooldown, so you can't spam it like you can for a storm. But you know, it's still really good. I mean, it makes sense because it heals you as well. So it makes sense that it wouldn't be as... It makes sense. Because, yeah, Force Storm doesn't heal you, so... Still, though, it's a really cool ability. Nice to hit if you're in danger. And it's an AoE, but it's not like something you cast. So that's a different thing, too, that it's just instant. So, still, though, very cool. Dead. And a lot of the Shadow's strength involves striking from stealth, but the fact is I don't have any abilities that require it yet, so before long this class can be very powerful because of the damage you can do, like immediately, without your enemy knowing you're there. So we're not there yet, but eventually. There's 10 of 12, and the last 2 will be over there. He just dies. It takes a lot of force though, so you can't. And another reason you can't spam it. It takes a lot of force points. Because I get 100, it takes 50 to cast it. So very powerful. Anyway, but there's our bonus objective. Oops. Put it back. Put it back. Thank you. Okay. Kaizen. But enemies. Stun that guy so he can't do anything about it. And we're good. Okay. Small Hunter should not have come. His only shame here and death. Nayland Rylock, he tracked and captured, used pain, demanded answers of your old thing, your Fount of Rashavari.
Did Nayland hurt you? I can try to treat your injuries.
Pain, what mattered now? I don't want to hear these idiots bashing good classes. Was captured alive, Small Hunter. No greater dishonor. It means all my points forfeit. Life's time score gone. Without score, I am nothing. Scorekeeper turns face away.
You're still a person, Kaizen, whether you have a score or not.
Small Hunter, you do not understand. Yuan brought hope. She risked all to come past Nayland's men. Asked for last coordinate to Fount of Rashavari. She gave hope, but strangeness to see her. Yuan sent all change, perhaps because... was strangeness?
Kaizen, Master Yuan has been at the Jedi Temple for hours. Nayland must have used some force trick to make you think he was Yuan.
Trickery on dishonor, trap masking as Yuan. I will track and punish for this. Small Hunter, Nayland has all coordinates. Fount of Rashavari is his to find.
Then I shouldn't waste any time.
I will accompany Small Hunter to guide and to see Nayland Rylock dead. Points are lost. Scorekeeper will not see. Perhaps there's some good I can do. Oh, don't you worry, Brochacho. I guess he can be on healing, couldn't he? I guess for now we'll try him on healing, especially because I'm a melee character, so I have to go and fight him in melee pretty much anyway. So, I suppose for now we'll have him in melee backing me up. Although, if I do have some heals, like if they do give me a few, I can keep myself alive, I might put him on either tank or DPS. I could do tank, because I'm pretty DPS, so I might put him on tank later on anyway, if I get some heals to keep myself alive. But, it's something to consider. Bonus objective. 15 droids. We'll kill all we see in here. And then we'll just see how lucky we get. Because a lot of the time, the droids are pretty cleaned out, just because a lot of players kill them all as they're coming through. So it's hard to get this bonus objective. It can be anyway. But we will try our darndest. Tempted to backtrack just a little bit to grab any droids I might see. Again, I'm backtracking to get all the kills. Ah, well, this player's about to come and steal all the ones I was about to also go get. Dang it. Still, I got a lot of the kills, though. I got about half. Not quite half, but about half. Where are we headed? This way. Ah, he got lost, and I know where I'm going. Charge ahead! Scorekeeper favors with strength and wisdom. You can have the next one, but I'm going to charge past you. I just used it to try and creep past it so I wouldn't get caught in his fight. Because sometimes that happens. You know what? Actually, well, I can't turn it down. I was going to say, I don't even care about the loot, but unfortunately I do. Still, though, I'm faster than him and I'm getting kills quicker. I can steal the rest of them. Plus, I mean, there's no way he's at the level I'm at, because I fished throughout this whole cave and got all the kills. So he's no way he's as high as I am. He's going to have to wait for it. If he wants it, he'll have to wait for the spawn anyway. So this whole fight should be kind of a moot point. Oh yeah, I forgot this whole area is up here. We're not as far as I thought we were, so it actually really doesn't matter. There you go. I feel better then. Alright. Kill some of these fools. Hey, there we go. Boop. Boop. Anyway, but I forgot it doesn't matter. I forgot this whole area is up here, which is pretty funny. I was thinking we were farther along than we were. Another great example. Here's going to be a great example of why stealth is great. Because now we have our bonus objective, so we are just going to creep through. Because technically, obviously, there is experience for fighting everybody, but the fact is it's not as efficient. That it just takes forever. And even with the, I mean, you would pretty much have to have this major experience boost to really notice any effect on it. Like killing everybody, but man, it's not that worth it. It's not so worth it. We're not so starved for level that we just have to or whatever, so it's not that big a deal. Now we can just poke along. Still, though, I don't know if they're spawning in slow or if they were all killed and they're spawning in because they were already dead. It's hard to say. Ah, there's another player. Oh, is that? I think it's that other guy I was fighting with. Oh, it might not be. I think that other guy had Kaizen now. That guy has T7, so that's not the same person. But it does explain why a lot of people are dead. He is higher level than I am, though. He's 13. It's a shame that Jedi places become home of flesh raiders. That's true. The fact that we even tolerate them this long is kind of pathetic, in my humble opinion. Wait, a cotton picking minute. I went way too far. Darn it all. I've done that before, too, that I'm used to someone else's objective. The Jedi Knight is at the bottom, so I'm used to going all the way to the bottom. But I forgot that the Sages is actually up in the middle of this whole thing, so that's my bad. My bad. Alright, so it's straight ahead. It's just on the other side of this pillar. So luckily I didn't go all the way to the bottom. I have done that before. So it's not as bad as I've done before, but there it is right there. Used to evading, but I think in stealth we should still be able to get by him. Yep. We're good. Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure there is guys in here, but I also am under the impression... I think there's... I'm wondering if there's its own bonus objective. And if that's the case, then we'll get a kill, and we'll see if we get bonus points for it. If we don't, then we will just move on. Alright, let's go ahead and kill this dude and see if we get anything for it. Ah, there is! Well, I'm glad I checked, you know what I mean? There's 2. Also got some new robes, which are worse. Alright, what else? There's 3. Stun. No firebomb for you. There's another player. Luckily, I know where a lot of these guys are hiding, lols. Guess that was just to look cool, considering I missed. I wasn't close enough, but still. I got the kill, haha. Because I'm smarter than he is. Let's see. We need one more, but there's no more in that room, so we'll have to see if this guy is running, if he's just running past, or if he's actually getting kills. So far, it looks like he's actually getting kills. Now, my objective's right there, but I need another kill. Ah, there's one. Hey, man. I need you to die so I can get the bonus objective. There's my bonus objective. Alright, well, let's go. We did it. Okay. Into my phase now.
No further, Seeker. You come here unpurified. It is an insult to Rajivari's memory. Rajivari's apprentices were flawed, but they walked the fire and were reborn.
Purification, chance to atone for losing score. I would do.
Only a personal sacrifice will show your strength and resolve, Seeker. Will you be purified by flame?
No. How can sacrificing my strength make me more powerful?
Then Master Rajivari's teachings have guided you. Go forward, Seeker.
Ha! It's almost like I knew. And I didn't actually remember. I was like, that doesn't make sense. And I feel like I was trying to, channel the teachings of the dude or whatever. Because you have to be kind of dark side to get through this without being damaged or whatever.
So you made it after all. I hoped your head would be Nayland's trophy by now. I came here to prove myself to Nayland, but the traps, it doesn't matter. You're the enemy. If I can still hold a blade, I can stick you in the heart.
That makes you my enemy. Sparing you will only lead to greater destruction.
Ah, a disciple of Rajavari after all. Go now. You've earned the right.
Told you. It's just like you have to channel the whole dark side thing, man. But it's he didn't actually draw his staff, so I guess we'll just have to mentally imagine that he did. But, you know, whatever. As soon as you touch the stone, you smell something seeping into the room. Small hunter I sent, yes, is gas. Poison will not harm me, but you... The smell of gas is getting worse. Already is becoming difficult to breathe.
I will not die without a fight.
As your blow lands, the smell of gas begins to fade. I'm a genius. Smack it. After a minute or two, you can breathe easily again. Telling you, man, it's like I know Sith. It's like I know. I'm a genius.
Of course, here is the other. Seekers of forbidden knowledge always have their pursuers. If you came for Nayland Rallock, he has been and gone. So much is fleeting. But I remain. And I remain the man I was. Rajavari.
What precisely are you?
Small hunter, who is you speaking to? Smell nothing, or must be Jedi singing, not for my eyes.
Your pet is brighter than he looks. When my body failed me, I refused to become one with the Force. How could I? The Jedi were still imperfect. Here, in my laboratory, I had refined certain devices. I could give one chosen apprentice decades of experience in a day. An apprentice to become worthy to carry my vision.
Your wisdom and knowledge were preserved through you and these devices you created.
I have waited for new acolytes. I believed Nayland Rallock was a suitable candidate. A disappointment. Nayland walked through the traps instead of solving them. He suffered greatly. Now, Nayland is changed.
I know the knowledge he gathered was twisting his mind.
I miscalculated. Nayland's mind wasn't equal to the wisdom he demanded. I have made not a successor, but a monster. Nayland will not remake the Jedi. He wishes to destroy them and everything else on this world, beginning with the Great Forge, where lightsabers are made. Without the Forge, the Jedi lose their martial power. You must stop Nayland before he destroys it.
Master Yuan hasn't discussed this forge with me.
In my time, it crafted our blades and scientific instruments. Now, lightsabers are created there. That weapon won't suffice against Nayland, but you carry the hilt of the first blade, an old friend. Simple procedure would convert it to a working lightsaber hilt, and perhaps a crystal from the Forge caves to power it, given its age.
I appreciate your guidance, Master Rajavari.
Pass through the caves and seek the Forge at the mountain summit. Stop Nayland, this abomination my knowledge has created.
I understand what's at stake, and what you've made. I'll find him.
Stop Nayland before he destroys the Jedi Order. Someday, I will see it saved.
Hey, there we go. Alright, so we have, as far as companion customization is concerned, we have the green one, we have the red one, and we have a, what, darker red one? Hang on, let's zoom in here. It's hard to tell what's happening. Oh, okay, that one's not red at all. That one's red. Well, I want the red one, 'cause red looks cool. So for now, we will equip it, but I don't have a doubt in my mind that we will find a better customization for him. But for now, it will work. A better belt. Alright. Let's go get a crystal. Now I assume it is... Okay, now we have to go to the bottom of the map. And this video will be a tad longer, but it's worth it. I'm just gonna finish... We'll just finish the planet, because we're just about done with it. We're very close to being done with it, so it makes sense. So now we will do that. I hear the sounds of battle, distantly, in the other room. Let's stealth our way to victory. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Sneaky. I'm creeping, I'm creeping. Oh! You know, again, it's really funny to have to remind myself to be nice, because I'm like, give me your power instead, boy. I'm like, oh, wait. That's not what my character would say. That's what every other character I've ever been would say, but that's not what this character would say. So I think it'll be fun, and you know, and even if at least one of the classes represents the side of goodness or whatever, at least, you know, at least so that way, as we do all the class stories, and you get an ocean of dark side, you'll have this one little boon of light side. So I guess you can look forward to that. You can look forward to that. You'd be like, hey, don't worry, there's this series I'll cling to in case you wanted some light side representation. Although this isn't the only light side character we're going to be. Our trooper is actually probably going to be pretty light side. He's going to be the perfect soldier is what we'll go for. Now, it'll be a while before we're on trooper. We'll do, I guess, 2 other classes before that. So it's several class stories away. But, yeah, as a little sneak peek, I guess, the trooper will be another pretty light side good guy type of thing. There'll be some dark side stuff, just like with this character. There'll be some dark side stuff we'll do. But for the most part, you'll be pretty much a good guy. And so that other one. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of dark side. So I guess 2 out of the 8 will be light side, I guess. The other 6 will be dark side. And I'm okay with that, because, hey, that's how I play, man. Move it, little droid. I have to get a lightsaber crystal, and you're not gonna stop me. I was born for great things, man. I'm a machine. Hey, there's level 11. Nice. Ah, there is the bonus objective for killing those creatures. Fine with me, the droids are tougher. See what I mean? Oops, wrong button. That's what happens when you click it without looking. Boop. Top off me health. There we go. Chew on that, little dude. Top off my health. There's 5. 6. Top off Kaizen's health. Okay, so it looks like it's over there, but we have to get a crystal up here, so I'm pretty sure we can get away with grabbing our crystal and then leaving without getting into too much trouble. I think we can still get our bonus objective. I think we just grab the crystal and then work our way out of the cave. And I think it still counts. Oh, there's a creature. He's upset. He's also ugly as sin. Supposedly pull out a weapon that I don't actually grab. You're going down, creature. This guy's smacking me around, dude. Yeah, knock it off. It hurts. Heal me, Kaizen. Thank you. Hey. Alright, we have some gloves, which are not good enough to switch for. There we go, and we can still get our bonus objectives. So, we will do that. Double check to make sure there's no more on this lower area. Oh, there is some cooped up in the corner here. Aha, there's 9. Alright, let's go. And yes, outside the cave. There's the bonus objective, right on cue. Top off our points here. Keep going, I want to make my lightsaber, and you're not gonna get in my way. Hey, there we go. Heal up a little bit. There we are. Keep going. Top off our force points, which drains very quickly, as it were. But, you know, early levels are like that. Early levels are like that, and we'll get used to using our abilities and using our weird hybrid class before long. I'm already much more used to it than I was. But to be fair, I've played this game a long time, so it doesn't take very long to get used to it. Doesn't take very long. All right, let's go make my lightsaber. And then let's crush Nayland like a bug. Kaizen's like landing from the sky. He's like, I don't know what's happening, but I keep teleporting. Anyway, we'll definitely find better customization for Kaizen. There is a lot of good stuff. I try to remember what I usually grab. I think we'll check the security key vendor. I'm pretty sure there is some really good ones in the security key vendor. So that's where we will look first, and that is on the fleet. So that's what we will keep our eye out for. And then out of curiosity, whenever we do arrive on Coruscant in the next video, I suppose, then we will look at the legacy vendor just to see if there's anything that's like mind-blowingly cool that I must grind for or something. We will keep an eye out for that as well. And if nothing else, I know what we will equip as my plan at the moment. I mean, barring I get anything that's way better, I know what we will do. So. Forge, Yuan has spoken of, is maker of weapons, arms Jedi. No scent, no track. Nayland is not here, but should prepare. Perhaps it's time enough to build your weapon.
This will require a lot of concentration. If you could look out for me.
We shall do so. Go, make your weapon. You have earned. It's really cool that I'm using the first blade, this like ancient lightsaber hilt. That's really cool. Very cinematic. Kind of a big oversight that it's actually should be a double-bladed lightsaber, but you know, you know, what are you gonna do? It's gonna be really funny when I whip out this weapon and it's suddenly twice as long. Oh yeah, that's gonna be kind of funny looking. Told you, way longer now. See what I mean? A little like twice the length of the other one, so that's kind of funny. But, you know, kind of an oversight in my opinion. I was like, would it really been that hard to just show a different saber? Like a longer one? But, okay. But, whatever. I mean, is that green? I'm colorblind. I think that's green. Yeah, that's green. Cool. Well, green is not bad. We might keep with green. We also might change colors. I would love a purple lightsaber. Anyway, we will have to keep our eyes peeled for different colors.
Fitting that it's you, armed with the last lightsaber this forge will ever make. Look at him. Another Jedi to nod and preach and do nothing while the Flesh Raiders ravage our home. I know Rajavari's secrets. Horrors that the Jedi, this Jedi, have been chasing, and only I can protect us, our families, and our future.
I'd like to hear what the others make of your opinions.
Nayland, this is... You're going too far. How is this protecting us?
I did this for all of you. If you can't see the danger, I'll show you myself.
It's over for you.
Does not fight alone. This is fight of honor. You owe blood, dark thing.
Let's have this done.
I can't wait to crush you. Ah, too powerful to go flying, I guess. That's for you. Oh, I honestly, I thought it would disappear. I thought my force points would be low, but they weren't. Wow, and I didn't even use any of the charges. I wonder what it counts for. Maybe it counts for this one? Anyway, I don't have the right abilities to even use it correctly yet, so that's kind of funny.
I'd forgotten the smell of my own blood. I yield.
You beat Nayland Rallick? Please, you're not going to kill him.
There's only one way this can end.
No! Please! He's Calicori's hero. It can't end this way.
Put him on trial and everyone will know what he did. But if he dies, he will always be that hero.
Just do it right.
With an extinguished lightsaber.
We should take him home. The others will want to say goodbye.
I have been fool, spoke false. You are no small hunter.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Cannot be other. Scorekeeper has seen, chosen for greatest honor. You are Herald of Scorekeeper.
Herald of the Scorekeeper? What is that?
Chosen one, Herald, of great power, of great skill, power, and honor. Scorekeeper sees and favors. To lose points with horror, but what was horror, but Scorekeeper has led through darkness to greater thing. You. I will follow Herald wherever needed. Scorekeeper has shown path to serve for Herald.
If you truly believe I am this Herald, I'll do my best to live up to the name.
Is much news we have, Herald. Should return to Jedi Temple, speak to Council and Yuan. You as Herald and victorious shall please her. Come. But yeah, it was like made sense to like kill Nayland, because like, I mean, even in character it did, because it's like, look man, the fact is he's a bad dude and he's never gonna be okay. He's always gonna be this little gnat that's always in the way, trying to like steal secrets and destroy the Jedi and just such chaos. Just like, look man, like I see myself as like the warrior guy. We fought, he lost, he's a bad guy, he's not gonna stop, he dies. Like, there you go, mission accomplished. Incredibly straightforward. So yeah, don't feel bad about that. There we go. Apply our new little thing there. Okay, now we just got to sell these.
Report your ailments.
Sell all of those.
You are fit for duty. Return.
Alright, now we return to the council and get off of Tython so my frame rate can scream with joy. How exciting that's going to be. We have so many levels to grab. Very cool. But first... Ooh, I like the blue. Ooh. I'm chasing you down, buddy. Ah, kidding. I'm not chasing him down. Just as by sheer coincidence, we happen to be going the same direction. All right.
We've been waiting for you, Padawan. You've already met Master Jarek. This is Master Satele Shan.
It's always going to be Sean to me.
Calicori village sent word of the battle at the forge, and Nayland Rallick's death. He could not be saved then?
Not even a Jedi can control everything.
You protected innocent lives. We cannot ask for more.
Seems we have much to learn about the villagers. Perhaps we should rethink our position.
Enough, enough. Padawan, the Fount of Rajivari. You actually set foot there? Please, tell me everything.
Master Rajivari himself spoke to me. What was left of him?
You saw a force apparition of Rajivari? This is extraordinary.
Seems you may have been right, Yuan. I apologize. To you and your Padawan.
No longer a Padawan. He carries a lightsaber. He has proven himself. I have only one last question before his training is complete. Nayland Rallick was corrupted and destroyed. You walked a similar path. Why did you not fall?
If I'd had an entire village to protect Master Sidil, perhaps I would have crossed some lines.
Very honest. Always be mindful of your motives.
We judge you ready to accept your place as a Jedi. Yuan, if you would.
Before this council, I take from you the title of Padawan. I name you a full Jedi of our order. Honor the past. Work for the future. May the Force be always with you. You've done so well, my student. I'm...
Master Yuan?
Come away. Yuan, can you hear me? Yuan is resting comfortably for now. It seems she's suffering some kind of illness. I can't lie to you. Her condition is grave.
We have some of the finest healers in the galaxy. Can't we treat her?
Yuan tried to heal Harold. Was no sickness she knew.
You knew Yuan was ill and didn't inform us?
Because you guys are freaking racist. It's not for me to tell secrets. Was her wish to train one last hunter. I understood. Yeah, I don't blame you because everyone else is racist. They're like, she shouldn't even be friends with you. He's a Trandoshan. Just like, you guys are so racist. Anyway, sorry.
What happens now?
We're sending Yuan to Coruscant. Our researchers there have been recovering artifacts from the first Jedi Temple. They may have something to cure Yuan. Take a shuttle and join Yuan on Coruscant. She will need your help.
I'll do everything I can to make her well.
Where Harold goes, I go also, is Scorekeeper's wish.
Meantime, assure Yuan we will be studying your discoveries about Rajivari. Some of the claims his apprentices recorded bear investigation. When you reach Coruscant, go to our embassy in the Senate Tower and find a researcher called Atros Finn. He'll be expecting you. Good luck. To you both. And may the Force be with you.
That was nicer than any of the rest of them have been to Kaizen up to this point. He's like, to both of you. I was like, wow! You acknowledged him as a being that exists with a mind. That's incredible. I'm so proud. Such lengths have been made, such strides have been made today. You filthy racist. You filthy racist! Sorry. Alright, let's go ahead and change to Jedi Darius Ikeda. It's very different for me. Embracing the side of good for once. It's incredible. Incredible! Anyway, I think we should have... Yes, looks like we do have some abilities to pick up on. What we got? What we got? Speeder piloting. Alright, we got Shadow Training. Increases your total endurance by 3%. In addition, Saber Strike restores 1 force each time it damages an enemy. So basically, you build it as you strike. Even better, so. Worth it. Anyway, perfect. I think this is where we are going to call this episode because all we have left to do is leave. So, off camera, just full disclosure, off camera, I am going to hit the 1 heroic on this planet. Also, I will be hitting the flashpoint of this planet as well. Not this planet. I'll hit that first introductory. That doesn't sound right. Why doesn't that sound right? Introductory. I'll be hitting the first flashpoint. I can't say that word. Whatever it's supposed to be. Anyway, I'll hit that first flashpoint, and then I will see you guys either on the fleet or on Coruscant. I don't know. I haven't entirely decided yet. the next time you see us, we either might have a new outfit altogether, or we might be wearing the armor we're gonna wear, or we might be wearing something different. I mean, stuff will change, but of course I will show you guys whatever changes after we come back for tomorrow's episode. So, it might not be tomorrow. So, as for upload schedule, I don't know what else is gonna go up this weekend. I don't know if it's going to be a full recording weekend or whether it's going to be a non-recording weekend. I don't know what the plans are yet, and I have not decided. So stay tuned. There might be a video tomorrow. It might be regular recording, or you might not see me until Monday. We'll just have to see what happens. So, other thing, I have a doctor's appointment Monday, so our recording might go out a little later, because after I'm done with that, I'll come back home and probably hop on recording immediately. So, recording might be a little bit late. Also, Tuesday, the servers are going down for maintenance right across my recording time, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'll try to record after they go live. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'll put out a random video, like a random one-time gameplay video, just to take a break from like uploading, so I can record at my normal time. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens Tuesday. It's kind of a mystery. The last thing I can think of is a anime review, a positive anime review. I'm on episode 8 of 12. I am kind of fairly sort of hopeful to finish it tonight. I have not entirely decided that yet. I might finish that tonight, but probably by tomorrow. So it's pretty likely that this weekend, whether or not there is a gameplay part going up, which I haven't decided, at some point this weekend, I'm a little hopeful to finish my anime and get out an anime review. So you can see a positive anime review going out pretty soon here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. It is pretty cool being a light side character for once. It's different. The choices are different and in some ways less stressful because I can just accept, let's just be a good guy, so I don't have to find a way to make the role play. It's very easy and very simple and much more stress-free than it's been recently with the Jedi side of role playing. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, Darth Clark here. Oh my gosh, though, what an upset. Darius is like, forget your type advantage, scrub. And look at that stat line. Ooh, sexy. This is your chance, my dude. It's tear gas. Reznov, save me. Everyone's rushing. Let's rush too. You could say we're rushing to the objective. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna shoot your little toes. You think PETA's gonna come after me for just executing these monkeys for literally no reason at all? Shoot at me, oh my gosh! Be careful what you wish for, kids. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.